might make them feel good, and at least that moment be free from fear, that they don't feel threatened by me or anything like that. It's a very nice thought. If you're a policeman, then you have to think about, have you already done it? Yeah, then there's the next one. If you're a policeman, you have to think about that verse. From seeing and thinking of me and from merely hearing my name, may beings become clear-minded, undisturbed, and at ease. Also, go out of the house with the thought, may I be able to put people at ease? Such a nice thought. Instead of, how can I find what I'm looking for? Yeah. May it be definite that they will awaken if they want, and in all their future lives may they attain the 5 super knowledges in all ways. May I always do what brings benefit and happiness to all beings. You might wonder, yes, the 5 super knowledges, to have senses that see very far, hear from very far, and like that. To have the ability to traverse big distances with a body that goes very fast. And if anybody has seen the movie Milarepa, you see there a magician who has this ability to go from Ladakh to Tibet, just like that. It's possible, they say. We limit ourselves to this body and think that's the non plus ultra. It's much better. Now, this one is for the policeman. May I always dissuade all at once of those beings of any world who intend to engage in negativity without doing them any harm. Also for prison guards, like the earth, water, some of you might, go to prisons, because I know that there are people who go meditate with prisoners, so that would be a verse for you. May I be able to dissuade them from committing more harm without harming them. May I be able to inspire them. This is for everybody here. Like the earth, water, fire, wind, and fire, medicinal herbs, and the trees in the wilderness, may I always freely be an object of enjoyment by all beings as they wish. As Shantideva says, for those beings who need a lamp, may I be a lamp. For those who need a bed, may I be wanted like a bed. You don't become a bed, but if somebody is in need of a bed, may I be as welcome to them as a bed would be welcome to them right now. Do you see what I mean? So that's what. May I be a bridge for those who want to cross the water. A slave for those who want to slave. Right. May I be beloved of beings, not because of me, but because of them, because it's good for them to develop love instead of hatred. And may they be more beloved to me than myself. May I bear the results of their negativity, and may they have the results of all my virtue. That's what Jesus did as he died on the cross. He had actualized this verse. As long as there is even one sentient being somewhere who is not yet free, may I remain in the world for that being's sake, even if I have attained peerless awakening. If the merit of making such statements were to be material, it would not fit into worlds as numerous as the grains of sand in the Ganges. This is why the Blessed One said, and the reason is here to be seen, the worlds of beings are immeasurable, and the intention to aid them as well. Okay, so we sit maybe 15 minutes and then we continue at 11 o'clock. And you maybe, if there's any verse that inspired you or that you find helpful, try to remind yourself of the verse and think, yeah, this is what I really want, so we can internalize it. Hey, Shachar, you're right in time. We're just starting with the meditation. We read the 20 verses, so I told them to keep one verse and to internalize that one. Or just to do whatever they want to do. You're free people. Don't forget. Almost free. Free to choose. Okay. So we'll continue with the verses. For those who were not here yesterday, well, you know, it's all the chapter, it's the 8th chapter, so I'm afraid I won't be able to recap the whole thing. Alicia, when you did, you know the text because you were at the Zoom meetings, most of them. So you know it. So it's kind of a build-up thing towards the practice of the 6 perfections to help us, and we have attained, or we have reached the chapter where it tells us about the advantages of having shamatha, meaning single-pointed concentration, what that we need in order to then realize emptiness directly. So, and yesterday we looked at first, you know, why we need single-pointed concentration, because we have to realize emptiness directly in order to attain liberation, and then, but continue with the perfection so that we attain full enlightenment, where one has the skills to be really of benefit to others. So first is about what is hindering us is attachment to loved ones. So kind of you go away from them because you want to come back then as a Buddha fully realized, so that you can really help them. I mean, that was the intention of the Buddha. That's why he left his 6-year-old son, can you imagine? And his very attractive wife. But he knew they would be cared for. And he knew probably also from this is always better to have the Mahayan view, he knew that he was already a Buddha, okay? He only needed to show how to attain that state, right? So that ordinary people have the faith that they can also do it. So there was no worries that, oh, what if I don't succeed? It's worthwhile to leave wife and daughter behind. Son. And Rahula then became a monk and became an arhat. And so it's a bit like, you know, a dad who needs to leave his family, maybe not so much today anymore. Are they? Oh no, this is closed anyway, because I was saying if you're too cold, rather try to come to this side, because this one's is closed, isn't it? So that's good, actually, if you're too cold. And if you're too hot, then of course you go over to that side. So we can adjust a little bit like that. So then, you know, because we talked about this yesterday, so we can't repeat the whole thing now, because otherwise, you know, we have 80 verses to kind of cover, and we did 20 maybe, did we? No. So now we've come to wealth. I think we got to verse 19, if I remember well. Some of them are really easy, because then, you know, he's kind of going on about how wonderful the retreat place is. So that, again, you will have to see what would be the perfect retreat place for me, because he wants to go to a cave, very simple, you know, nobody to disturb me, but would that suit us? Anyway, so 18, I think, yeah, is, no, even less, there, verse 17. So because now he's kind of, he's battling with the not full Bodhisattva yet, who says, yeah, but you know, I learned about how to benefit others, now I should go away, how can I benefit others? By being away from them, and like this. And so this ego says, oh, but I am rich, surrounded by attention, I have so much, and life is wonderful. I have much material wealth as well as honor, and many people like me. So in a way, not just for myself, many people like me, so I can be of benefit to them. But then he says, now is the wisdom coming, nurturing such complacency, and later after death your fears will start. So here it says, nurturing self-importance in this way, I shall be made terrified after death. Because we get used to that. We get used to financial security, we get used to many people supporting us, helping us when we need them, we get used to many people liking us. And we're not doing things alone anymore. Because there's always somebody there. At the time of death, you have to go alone. No mobile, no friends, no credit card, no identity. Only your karma comes with you. And when we think how much time maybe we wasted by being happy because we're so rich and everybody loves us and we have so many friends, that could produce some fear. If you have no refuge at the time of death, where can I put my mind so I become calm, open and spacious? So that will be memories, of course. But what kind of memories? A memory, maybe I've been beneficial to so many people, or I'm so rich, that's great, so now they can finally enjoy my money. That would be a good thought. But who will get the money? That's not a good thought. Money is not yours anyway. If you're young, it comes from your parents. If you're older, you have worked for it, or other people work for you, or whatever. It's, this kind of thing, my money. So train now, not this self-important thoughts there, I've been of so much benefit. Train now, kind of, what would be a helpful thought at the time of death? So that you feel the mind becoming open and spacious. We have to train that now, so that the mind goes there, You can't console yourself like we're consoling ourselves now when we are not well. When we're not well, we go and consume something, we phone a friend, or we go and, out in nature, running. Yeah, we can't do this at the time of death. But you enjoy these activities, especially when you are not well, because they make you feel better. But try to see what is reliable at the time of death. Where do I still have access? What can I still do? And it's the best thing, your good actions that you've done. If you want to help somebody who's dying and they're very restless, and they still communicate with you, first thing you ask them, have you harmed somebody in your life badly? If they go no, then you can already say, wow, what a meaningful life. We could all have killed somebody with our cars many times, destroyed somebody's existence, relationship, but we didn't. How wonderful. Then you tell them, you were so important in my life because you helped me here, there, if you know. Yeah? If you don't know, you need to know the people around them. So that, because how can they trust me if I don't know what they've done, if I say, they can trust me when I say, your life is meaningful when you don't harm. But if I don't know what they did, how can they trust me when I say your life is meaningful because you helped? I don't know. Yeah? So the people around them need to tell them how important they were. Not in order to cling, and this is the danger when it's the people who are close. It's complicated, what? Sometimes you think this is easy. Oh, it is not, because we want to die with a calm, open, and peaceful mind, isn't it? We don't want to go in panic, which many people do. So we have to be prepared for that. The best way to train is like when now you are not well, try to calm yourself with something that you then can also do at the time of death. Somebody at one point in the course told me, oh, my refuge is dancing. I said, yes, every time I don't feel well, I dance. It's wonderful, really, but it only works while you're healthy and while you're alive. You will not be able to dance at the time of death. I don't think so. I haven't seen anybody dancing when they're on their way out. No, really, it's like... Anyway, so that's what he says. And also we are attached to possessions also. There's maybe we're not able to leave, or it makes us very uneasy to leave this life if we haven't arranged properly the money, the material things. And you cannot do, just before death, you don't have the energy to do these things. And then, it could be that they think, oh, whoever gets it, gets it. My testament is on a stick in my bag. It's with me all the time. If people find it, fine. If people don't find it, whoever wants